Ms. Bhavya and I, along with Divman, would be moderating today's session, which is regarding the topic is kind of like an old wine in a new bottle. And let me just rephrase the main question around which the debate is going to run today. So, the main question before us today is that are religious sentiments in our country synonymous with killings and riots? And if at all, yes or no, or whatever the opinion is this ever going to stop? This entire thing that is happening, we have seen since a long time now. And is this ever going to stop? What's the role of the police in stopping this? And what's the role of the legal framework in defining that line? Uh, Around the dangas and the facades that are happening, is this ever going to end? What's the solution to that? And what is the role of common individuals like you and I in order to change this situation?
Are as follows. So there was a Facebook post, and which allegedly was hurt the religious sentiments of a certain section of people. Uh, Coincidentally, that person was related to MLA, to a for political party, and his house was vandalized by the rioters. And police, when he was arrested, which is rightfully so, the section 153A of section 186 of IPC, section 189 of IPC, these are all related to one cannot pass such comments or insults that will lead to religious sentiments being hurt. That is the criminal law of the land. And interestingly, these are cognizable offenses, which is that the police can directly arrest the people. It doesn't need to go to the court for them. They are also non-bailable offenses. Seeking bail in these kind of offenses will be very tough. It is not a matter of right. These are also non-compoundable offenses. They cannot be compromised even at a later stage. So such tight is the legal framework in these kind of violations of law. And in such a scenario, it is really sad that common man take law into their hands and resort to vandalizing, first of all, the so-called offender, number one, and number two, they torch the police station, torch their cars. 60 police people are injured. Okay.
One of the most strictest possible law which can be there on the ground to
Got it.
save
Got it.
save these kinds of things from happening, but still these things are happening. And like the topic of your debate, whether it has become a new synonym for violence and for riots, the religious sentiments, I would like to say it is not a new thing. It has been coming from time immemorial, and
Got it.
it will be there till the time the religious sentiments are so affected so as the persons resort to violence.
Sanjay ji, I would
There
want
is
you to
a
park that thought. I
constitution
would
in
want you to
India.
park that. I would want you to park that thought. And the reason I'm asking you to do that is if you could think for a while, which would be my question after another panelist, that you're saying that this will continue. Okay. Is there no particular way make sure that this never happens again? Okay. I don't want you to answer that right now. You can park that thought. I'll just move on to the next planet and come back to you towards the end because you still have some time left to speak. So is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine completely, no
Perfect, perfect,
issues.
perfect. Over to you, Valentina. I have you on my screen. Valentina, could you unmute yourself? And Sanjay, could you please mute yourself?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Valentina. I am basically in line with the legal framework, but could you just give me a perspective which includes the sentiment also, and how we can make sure that these sentiments don't come down to such riots and killings?
With all due respect to Savita ma'am, whether we want or we do not want to have a neutral perspective is a different thing. Because the world is not a neutral place, and we will have to accept that. ड्यूरिंग
Okay.
दिस इंसिडेंट जिस तरीके से मैम ने बताने की कोशिश की, हमने किसी भी धर्म को यहाँ पे लाने की मतलब क्लैरिफाई नहीं किया कि किसने क्या पोस्ट किया था और किस चीज पे पोस्ट किया था. ठीक है, मैं भी उस पर कमेंट इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं करूंगी, बट द पॉइंट इज कि इतनी जल्दी और इस तरीके से इतना मैसिव वायलेंस इस टाइम पे जब ऑलरेडी वी आर सीइंग अ पेंडेमिक सिचुएशन, कोविड-19 सिचुएशन, और वहाँ इतने राइस में था बेंगलुरु में, still they were able to gather such a mob and they were able to vandalize the property and burn a police station. In itself is a question कि how are people who are instigating this violence functioning,
I agree.
right? वहां पे आपका मेन क्वेश्चन आना चाहिए. जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात है, आपको वहां पे उस लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को वर्क करना चाहिए, ना कि उन रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट्स के ऊपर या फिर
देखिए, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सबको लेगा. आई एग्री विद यू दैट दिस शुड आल्सो हैपन, बट लॉ एंड ऑर्डर विल एनकम्पास एवरीथिंग व्हिच इज राइट एंड रॉन्ग हैपनिंग इन दिस एंटायर सिस्टम. So if there is an alleged post, I totally agree that if there is an alleged post, we need to first find out whether the post is real or not. And the second thing that I agree with you is that such things keep on happening. There are posts day in and day out.
Yeah, there are posts day in and day out, right? आजकल ये सिचुएशन हो गई है कि even if I say something about my own religion, it will be provoking to some other person who belongs to some other religion. अगर मैं एक दिया भी जला रही हूँ अपने बालकनी में, तो why is it hurting somebody else's religion? और वह somebody उनको ये क्यों लग रहा है कि मैं मौका.
Agreed, Valentina. I have your point. So basically, you're of the opinion. I got it. So you're of the opinion that basically we need to make sure that the one who's doing more destruction and which is very evident needs to be handled with a stricter law. If I were to say that a person who is not getting bail by passing religious sentiment, something more strict should happen to a person who's reacting to that. Is that correct in my understanding?
Yes, that's
perfect. Thanks. I'll move on to the next person on our panel. Dr. Soni. We've spoken before in previous debates. What is your take in this? And I would really love to hear from you.
Let me first start by saying that all acts of violence and aggression because of any region, be it politics or religion or caste, are completely deplorable and should be condemned and punished according to the law of the nation. That said, religious sentiments are not a new synonym, as Mr. Sanchay said. It has been there for centuries. It will be there for a long time to come. And I think that it is not just a small, simple problem. It is because of a larger unaddressed problem of intolerance in India and the state policy of negationism against this kind of, in favor of this kind of intolerance.
Dr. Soni, could you please elaborate on this policy?
It's like, even some things happen, some activity, some aggression, some violence happens from the minority community. People are like, it was in reaction to something. They continue to defend it, instead of condemning it and punishing it with the strictest possible law. They start defending it. It was because of a post. How can one social media post instigate such big violence? Can any social media post, I ask you, instigate you to go for riots or instigate me to go for riots? There are multiple, I would say thousands or lakhs of I think posts about Hindu gods and goddesses circulating on the social media. But were there any riots? I'm sure there must have been some FIRs or some legal action, but no riots as far as I know. So
Dr. Soni, I totally agree with you. I agree with your point that this is happening. But I would also want you to answer my question, for which I would come back to you later on. You can listen to the question right now, just like I had asked Sanchay. That you said both you and Sanchay agree that this will never end. Okay. Now we need to know why and how to make it end, because we don't want it. Nobody wants it. And when you say that the religious sentiment is not synonymous and it has always been synonymous, it's a joke on us as civilization. That why is it that it has always been like this? And do we really need this religion? So this is the school of thought that I'm from, and I would want you to think on that and park that. Do we really need this kind of a situation with religion where things have been happening from times immemorial, and we have people who are saying that it will continue? So it's not something against your opinion. I totally agree on that, but I would want some solution, something in your capability that you can come up with and tell me that why would it continue like this and what can be possibly done. So let's move on to the next candidate, which is Vidhi. Vidhi, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi.
And thanks, Dr. Soni. Your points have been really good. I'm quite happy to get your perspective on this. Vidhi, could you please introduce yourself a bit, because I'm seeing you for the first time.
Hi, Bhavya. I'm a lawyer. I am practicing with the High Court and the Supreme Court. Mostly, I've been a lawyer for the past 2 years. So that's mostly it.
Perfect. Please
and I practice in Delhi. I've worked in a small term litigation firm, which deals mostly in civil commercial law.
Thanks. Could you please put your thoughts in no more than 2 or 3 minutes around this entire situation? Since you're a lawyer, if you could give some legal perspective that you have. We already have the legalities by Sapta ji and by if you could give your personal perspective in terms of keeping law in mind.
So my personal thoughts actually align with Dr. Soni, where she addresses intolerance, because I believe the basic the basic crux of why this issue today, the issue we are facing today or we have faced for ages, is intolerance. So man today is influenced by instinctive impulse, and due to ignorance, there is an insight of anger. So they cannot see. So today what we've started doing is we've stopped thinking. The problem is that we don't know what's actually affecting us as a community or not. So to go on the lines of legality, Advocate Sinha has already sort of given you a gist about the legality of the issue. And people need to, when people are so intolerant, people actually should be aware of the fact that our constitution covers each and every religion. Even though secularism has been enforced by the 47th Amendment, people choose to practice selective secularism in this country. A secularism which is based according to their convenience and their needs and their beliefs at any particular time.
One question again, which I would want you to answer, not right now, maybe in the next round. You said that it's an instinctive impulse reaction by people.
Right.
I asked,
which is due to ignorance.
Due to ignorance. I asked why only 250 to 300 people are having this impulsive reaction. Why not 22 crore people throughout the nation? So I'm not going to ask you to answer that right now. We can take that towards the next round. Moving on to Pankaj. Pankaj, I would want you to give me your perspective on this.
Hello.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
सर सभी हमारे को पैनलिस्ट ने इसके बारे में अपनी लीगल पर्सपेक्टिव दे दिया. मेरे सवाल कुछ अलग ही है. इस मुद्दे पे सबसे पहले इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर हुआ है. हम है ना हर बार चोर को ही एड्रेस कर रहे हैं. चोर कौन है ये नहीं देख रहे. चोर को बचाने वाले कौन है उनको कोई नहीं कह रहा. ना ही मीडिया में इसके बारे में, केवल मोब पे बात हो रही. जो मोब के आका हैं जिन्होंने इसको बनाया उसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है. ऐसे कोई पता, हर आदमी के सेंटीमेंट इतने हर्ट नहीं होते. और ये किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी कोई लीडर
काफी अच्छा पॉइंट है सर. ये काफी अच्छा पॉइंट है आपका.
जिन लोगों ने
इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट था.
और पुलिस की भूमिका पर भी कोई सवाल नहीं उठा रहा. क्यों नहीं उठा रहा? मीडिया में बार बार उसी मॉब को एड्रेस किया जा रहा है. हालांकि एट द सेम टाइम पुलिस भी इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. पुलिस ने ये क्यों नहीं पता किया ये वैलिड है, जो ये फेसबुक पोस्ट आई है ये वैलिड है भी या नहीं भी. जिस व्यक्ति ने की है उसी ने की है या किसी और ने की है, इसके बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं है. और ये कोई पहली घटना नहीं है, तो ये हर रोज हो रही है. क्योंकि एक भी घटना पर कोई न कोई सख्त कार्रवाई नहीं हुई है. अगर जिस दिन भी किसी एक घटना पर फांसी होगी उस दिन से कार्रवाई कोई नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि कानून का डर खत्म हो गया है। जब से देश में कानून का डर खत्म हो जाता है तो ऐसी घटनाएं लगातार बढ़ेंगी। और नंबर 2 रीजन, जब लोग, हमारा देश इकोनॉमी के मामले में फेल हो जाता है, लोगों को नौकरी देने में फेल हो जाता है, ऐसे वक्त में और ज्यादा कंडीशन खराब होती है। हम पाकिस्तान की तरफ जा रहे हैं, वहाँ क्या है, वहाँ भी यही सिस्टम है, केवल रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट्स के साथ लोगों के साथ खेला जाता है।
सर अब इसमें मेरा आपसे एक सवाल रहेगा जो आप बाद में इसका जवाब दीजिएगा। मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि आपने बोला कि ये एक फेलियर है इंटेलिजेंस का, तो बेसिकली आप ये कहना चाहते हैं एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग मैकेनिज्म होना चाहिए जो इन चीजों को चेक में रखे।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। जब
तो
तक
क्या आप ये कह रहे हैं कि जो करंट लीगल फ्रेमवर्क है वो सफिशिएंट नहीं है?
बिल्कुल नहीं है। जब
ठीक है
अगर
पंकज जी, आई हैव योर ओपिनियन, आई वुड वांट यू टू
जस्ट वन, अगर किसी को न्याय मिले, अगर वो 10 साल बाद मिले, वो कोई न्याय नहीं है। इसको तुरंत कार्रवाई हो और दोषियों को सख्त से सख्त सजा मिले। अगर एक ही केस में भी अगर ऐसा हो जाता है तो भविष्य में ऐसी घटनाएं या तो बंद हो जाएंगी या बिल्कुल कम हो जाएंगी।
ठीक है, तो मैं अगर समझाऊं संक्षिप्त में, आपका मैसेज ये है कि अगर हम सख्ती बढ़ा देंगे बहुत ज्यादा इन चीजों को लेके तो ये चीजें रुक जाएंगी।
जी
जी ठीक है। ओवर टू आवर नेक्स्ट पैनलिस्ट। तो मिस सविता, अगेन बैक टू यू, following up with Pankaj's question, moving on with this Pankaj's statement that the legal framework should be made more strict. Do you agree on that? Is it not sufficient enough right now, or do you think that there should be more legal protocols to make sure that these things don't happen by creating the
जहाँ तक fear of law की बात है तो आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कि बड़ा डिबेट होता है कि कैपिटल पनिशमेंट की नहीं है, तो कोई आज तक उसका नतीजा निकला नहीं है, ठीक है ना। अब सवाल ये उठता है कि इतना जस्टिस डिले होता है, उसके कारण भी लॉ इफेक्टिव नहीं है। तो ये तो बहुत ही आम चर्चा है कि भाई लॉ को तो फास्ट ट्रैक होना ही चाहिए, ठीक है। ये तो हमें अलग रास्ते में ले जाएगा कि भाई करप्शन नहीं होना चाहिए और ऑन मेरिट्स इश्यूज डिसाइड होने चाहिए, ठीक है ना। और जितने भी कॉन्स्पिरेटर्स पीछे हैं उन तक हमें डेफिनेटली पहुंचना चाहिए। वेरी वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट्स, ठीक है।
Yes.
तो और लॉ ऑलरेडी है, लॉ इन प्लेस है। पुलिस अपना काम कर रही थी, पुलिस के पास पुलिस को वो चाहते थे कि हैंड ओवर कर दे, ठीक है। दो इशू में, इस इनकाउंटर में जो हुआ है, इस बैंगलोर राइट में जो हुआ है, गिव मी 2 मिनट्स और इवन 1 मिनट, इन पुलिस इनकाउंटर में जो हुआ है, पहला था उस बंदे को अरेस्ट करके उन्होंने अपने पुलिस स्टेशन पे रखा था, ठीक है ना। लॉ में जो है एज पर द लॉ पुलिस ने प्रोसीजर फॉलो किया था। उसके बाद राइटर्स ने पहले तो घर का किया, फिर पुलिस स्टेशन आ गए। तो 2 लेवल पर इन लोगों ने लॉ अपने हाथ में लिया, ठीक है। तो डेफिनेटली इट्स अ पॉइंट टू बी थॉट अबाउट कि कौन इनके पीछे थे। मगर ऑल्सो द पॉइंट इज कि इस कोरोना में इस तरीके से इतनी बड़ी कांग्रेगेशन हुई कैसे, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग को इस कदर कॉम्प्रोमाइज कैसे किया गया,
गुड पॉइंट,
ठीक है ना। तो इन सब लॉ तो है, मगर एक पॉइंट आप लोग सब सोचिएगा कि आईपीसी में तो सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है। हम एज ए कॉमन मैन क्या योगदान दे सकते हैं कि पुलिस अपना काम इफेक्टिवली कर सके?
We'll come to that, Ms. Samita. We have that for us. We have that as the main question. But before that, I would want to go back to Dr. Soni. Dr. Soni, could you give me some insights that why do you feel that this has already been happening as civilization? Is this going to further happen? And what is it that is causing it to happen time and again? And what can we do to make sure that this does not happen? Not we, but yes, you can also take in the legal framework, the executionary mechanism, and everything as individuals. What is your take that makes you say that, you know, this will happen, this has happened? Because it's really disturbing to understand that, you know, this has been happening. Please, over to you.
What I want to add here is, if we look at the historical perspective of this event, in the past also things like these have happened. Over books, over statements made by people, over movies, these things have happened. Like if you know about Salman Rushdie's book Satanic Verses, when it was released, it was published, then at that time widespread riots occurred for almost around 6 months. and a fatwa was declared against Salman Rushdie. Why? Because it contains some things, some versions about okay.
So
These things are-
are you saying that the feeling of religious sentiments is much stronger among a certain community rather than the other community? Because if we see the stand-up comedians in India today, they mock religion, they mock gods, they have mock gods, and they've been
Yes.
given assaults and they've been threatened with that, but nothing which can create a mob of 250 300 odd people to ransack a police station, put a house on fire. So could you tell me that what is it that some communities or some extremist groups of people are motivated to do this? Do you think religion is justified there?
Religion
Or
is
do you-
not justified there.
I would want you to-
That is what I'm coming to. That it is in their religion that nobody can defy the law of their religion. Whatever is the doctrine of Islam, nobody can defy it. The non-believers, they are supposed to die or convert, or it is in their religion. It is in Quran. I've read the Quran. There are certain in
I would say
for
these
another
books
religion.
are prone to various interpretations, so we cannot debate on that. That would be a different topic. But yes, to an
No,
extent,
what I'm saying is that that book itself could be questioned, but the other communities are not raising any questions on the book. They are letting you follow your own religion peacefully. Then why are these things coming? The reason behind this is the illiteracy rate in Muslims is the highest. They seclude themselves from formal education after a certain point. They believe in religious education more. So I think
Okay, I
joining
would
them with
want to stop you there. I would want to stop you there. Do you think it's purely religious, or do you think it's political?
See, I was reading this article on, somebody went there and interviewed the residents of that area. And, I'm quoting it from local residents of the Kaval by Sandra neighborhood told that Naveen also distributed sweets among Hindu residents of the area and even went to a few Muslim homes. It was as if he was provoking people, said a resident who did not want to be named. Okay, so on the Bhumi Pujan day, say that was 5th August. So he went, he was very happy. He went outside, he distributed sweets. So the local residents, some of whom must be Muslims, they thought that he is provoking them. So like practicing one's own religion, how is provoking the others?
But Dr. Soni, the point is that if something like this has happened, why is it that only 250 people are there? If it's purely sentimental, if it's purely religious,
it's not sentimental. It was being planned. It is like reaction, outburst for the Babri Masjid issue that the mandir is being made. It is a propaganda.
Okay, I got your point. I got your
excuse.
I got
I have
your
a question. One last, one last question for Dr. Soni. You said this was planned, but what the reports coming in right at the moment are it wasn't a religious planning. Like they weren't. It was the planning, pre-planning had nothing to do with religion. It had some purely political motives between three other ministers of that area. That was the planning. The planning had nothing to do with religion. So it was just a purely
creating a Facebook, making a Facebook post an excuse for this rioting. They complained about the Facebook post, right? They went there to the station for
they
that.
use that as an excuse, but the pre-planning, I was just talking about the pre-planning. The pre-planning was a purely political move. It wasn't a religious move. The pre-planning of what you're saying that.
So how were they able to mobilize these people? Tell me, how were they able to mobilize? They must have these sentiments inside their mind.
Because
Local residents.
there was apparent Facebook post by a leader of a particular organization, PFI or SDPI, that is there. There was a post whereby he asked the people affiliated to that specific community or that organization, whatever you may say. He called them and he said that something has been said against the prophet, and we need to mobilize and we need to teach the person who has done it a lesson. That was there. Just